Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be making ekuru and ekuru sauce. In this video I'll show you how I was able to get the fluffy texture of this ekuru. I'll also show you how I was able to wrap it neatly. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, and for those that have subscribed, thank you. Let's go into the recipe. So I'll be making use of black eye beans here. So I'll soak it for about 10 minutes so it will be easy for me to peel off the skin. After which I'll be peeling off the skin. This peeling is optional. You could make a curry with the skin intact, but I just feel like when you peel it, you'll be able to have a clearer ekuru. But it's all about preference though. Now the beans are clean, so I'll be soaking it for at least 4 hours because I want my curry to come out soft and fluffy. You could wash it the previous night and soak it over the night. So while the beans is soaking up, we'll be getting into our sauce. So I'll be using smoked fish, the smoked Ponmo, some table salt, seasoning cube, onions, tomato, bell pepper, soaked Shombo, crayfish, locust beans, and some palm oil. And now we'll be blending our soaked Shombo, pepper, tatashe, onions, tomatoes, and crayfish with little quantity of water. This pepper will be roughly blended. We don't want it to be smooth, just roughly blended. So we'll be adding some palm oil into the hot pot. And when it is hot enough, we add the onions and then saute this onion for about 1 minute. After which we'll be introducing our pepper mixture. Then your preferred seasoning cubes, table salt, and the locust beans. Ekuru sauce is one of those stew that's so easy to prepare. It doesn't have so many processes, it's just straightforward. So at this point we cover the pot and cook the pepper for about 10 minutes. After which we'll be introducing our fish. That's the panla that I showed earlier because I've already deboned it, I've washed it. That's the panla. And then I'll be adding the Ponmo jebu, nice one, I'll add it into it and then turn everything and then cover it and let it simmer for about 15 minutes, for the Ponmo and everything, for the pepper to enter into each other. Now our ekuru sauce is ready, just as simple as that, but the taste is super gorgeous, super tasty. Our beans is now very soaked, so I'll be using this food processor to blend and at the same time whisk the beans. So I could use a blender, but when we are using our blender, we just know that as soon as we finish blending the beans, we have to whisk it either with a morogun or with a mixer. I remember then, when I was younger, and Auntie B, we asked us to make ekuru, and then we keep turning it with our morogun from one hand to another. It's such a beautiful experience there. Now this is how fluffy we want the batter to be. It's not too thick, it's not hard, it's fluffy. With this our ekuru will come out really good. Now we'll be wrapping up the batter with these leaves. As we add 2 leaves together and fold it gradually, and then we'll bend the end towards the back, and with this we're able to create that pouch at the center. So with this we scoop the butter inside the pouch, scoop it gently, and we don't want to overfill it because you don't want that ekuru to be seeping out of that leaf. So you just scoop it and then you fold the other end of the leaf, fold it, good. Fold it backward, and that is it. That is how to achieve that folding. And then we'll be transferring it into our steamer pot. Yeah, this is a steamer pot with hot water at the lower layer, and then that's the first layer of a steamer pot. You could get a wider one. Only with the wider one you can have as many layers of ekuru in it, but it's just a small size. So we repeat the same process. I removed the stem in the leaf, so it will be easy to fold that leaf. So the same way you roll the leaf and then roll it. Yeah, rotate it and keep folding it backward, and then bend the end of the leaf. Yeah, that's so with this you'll be able to create that pouch at the center, and then you'll be able to scoop the batter. It shouldn't be much, just little at a time, because we don't want it to seep out like I said earlier. And then we fold the end gently, fold it, and then position it again into our steamer, because the method of cooking ekuru is we need the steam, we don't need it to be inside water. Yeah, and then the second layer of my pot, like I said, my pot is quite small, so I'm using 2 layers. Now we'll be covering the ekuru with extra leaves, just to add that more flavor and that nature. Yeah, so that's that. The same way for the topmost layer, we cover it with leaves. And then we cover our pot. So we want to be sure that the water is boiling. You can check it out. Yeah, it's boiling. So the steam from the water will cook up our ekuru. So we cover this up for about 45 minutes. Yeah, our ekuru is ready. 45 minutes of steaming things up, and the ekuru is ready. It's just simple. That's our ekuru. Well cooked, well formed, and that's the ekuru sauce. It's so delicious. Some people eat it with okra and different ways of eating it, but for me, I just like to eat it simple like that. I'll make the stew, cut the ekuru, eat it with the stew and my fish and the ponmo, and I'm good to go. Super good to go. You could add extra salt to it if you want, but with the sauce that I made, that's super good enough to go with the ekuru. You don't need any extra salt or whatever. Just enjoy the ekuru. Thank you for watching. Bye.